up, beautiful people? Welcome once again to hellohnclothing. And in today's video we are going to be talking about sewing tools. Yes, everything you need as a beginner, because I know most of us on here are really super interested to learn this thing. So I'm going to be breaking down every single thing we need as a beginner, where we need to get it, and yeah, let us get right into today's video. Alright guys, so the first sewing tool we'll be talking about today is a sewing machine. It doesn't matter if you're using a manual sewing machine, if you're using an industrial sewing machine, or a domestic sewing machine. So I have a domestic sewing machine on here, okay? I also have a manual sewing machine, so whichever one you want to use is fine. Alright, and for you that is just starting out, you don't need to go all out to get an industrial. You could just get a domestic one. There are very good brands in the market of domestic sewing machine. You can try your hands on. We have a Singer Brother and a lot of them, or you could even go for a fairly used one. Test it out and see if it's what you even want to invest in before you get a proper sewing machine. Okay, and the next one is an iron. Okay, so I have a steam iron here, and if you look at this, the bottom of the iron will not let my fabric burn easily. So it's the kind of iron I went for the one that doesn't burn fabric easily. Just check it out before you get an iron. I have the steam iron, and I also have my stove iron. You know, we are in Nigeria, so you should have the two, except you have constant and stable power supply. You can also get a mini iron that gets hot easily, so it's fine whichever one you decide to go for. Alright guys, so first on the list is my pattern paper. So we actually use these patterns for drafting. Okay, we use it in pattern drafting. Paper is very necessary, very important, and you need loads of them. Yeah, so it could come in different colors. I have white. Let me show you how the white looks like. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. And you have about 10 sheets in this row of white pattern paper. I also have the brown color, and the next part of the sewing tools we're going to talk about is the set of rulers. So we have different rulers for pattern drafting. We have our normal straight ruler, yeah, and this is up to 24 inches. So any straight line, you want to rule your straight lines, you want to do anything that involves a straight line, you use your ruler for that. Okay, and we have, this is the hip curve, so, or the French curve, but it's the biggest size. So it has this curved edge, so when you want to curve the bust, or when you want to do anything that has a curve, the bust, a neck, maybe even a deep V that has a curve, so you use this ruler. French curve, like the name implies, curves. Okay, and this is a small pattern master. So this pattern master has a straight ruler at one end, and it has a curve at the other end. So if you look at this curve and this curve, you see that one is more curvier than the other. This is curvier than this one. So for curves, like maybe you want to join the waist of your skirt to the hip of your skirt, you use this that does not have so much curve like this. Okay, that's the pattern master. Even the inner curve, you could use it for maybe your armhole. You want to rule your armhole, so you're placing this and you're using this as well. Okay, so those are this, and these were the ones I even used to learn how to draft patterns. This has been for a very long time. See, my hip curve is already broken, so it can actually serve you for a long time if you know what you are doing. I have this armhole curve as well. So my armhole curve is the smaller. I tried to place the hip curve and the armhole curve as well, and you can see the armhole curve is like the smaller version of the hip one. So I have my pant sloper here. It's also used for joining the waist to the hip, and your pattern master can actually do the work of this, okay? The curve on your pattern master will do the work of this, okay? So that will wrap up the set of rulers. So if I want to add anything to this, I could buy a hip cuff. Also, I forgot, guys, this pattern master even has a T-square or a set square. So maybe you want to draw a perfect square, your pattern master can do the work here, because it has like 2 straight lines making a perfect square there for you, okay? So you can see that this is actually very multi-purposed, yeah? And moving over to our scissors, I have this, and I have this. So I have 3 pairs of scissors. I have the fabric scissors. I got a new one. I also have more scissors. Guys, you can never have too much scissors as a designer, okay? And I have this as well. This is my paper scissors. You don't ever make the mistake of using your scissors for paper to cut your clothes. It's going to blunt the edges of even the clothes. It's going to make the edges when you're cutting raggedy and all. So you should have one for paper, you should have one for fabric, and you should have one for maybe cotton shreds, cotton tulle, lace, all those smaller things that you need a smaller scissors to go into. That is why I have 3 pairs here, okay? And also I have my hemming gum here. You need this as a designer because there's some, for instance, you're going to do the hem of some garments. You just need your hemming gum to fold it in instead of sewing on the edge. And I have a pack of needles, sewing needles, different sizes, and also for stretchy fabric as well. I have all of them on here, a full pack of sewing needles, yeah? Then my pin cushion. Guys, I had to change that trash I was using. This is very important. When you're sewing, instead of just littering the whole table with your pins, just put it on here, okay? So here I also have this smaller pins. Can you see how well it will hold? This is a lifesaver. I just had to change the trash I was using before, okay? So I also got these smaller pins here. Sometimes you need them, okay? And I have this set of pins as well, a whole bulk of pins here, okay? This is fancy, this is easy to use, easy to pick up, easy to remove, easy to sew with, yeah? And your paper tape. You need a paper tape when you're working with patterns, when you're transferring dots, when you're closing up dots. Your paper tape will come on handy, yeah? You need your seam ripper. Most times we do some sewing that is not the right way, so your seam ripper will help to undo the stitches, okay? And sewing needle, hand sewing needles. You're embellishing a fabric, you're doing some designs, you need your hand needles as well. You cannot ignore that. Your tracing wheel. So for instance, my body's pattern that I made, I could use my tracing wheel to trace it on a fresh pattern paper to work on. That is why your tracing wheel is important. You need pencils. You need threads, you need your TAILORS chalk, transferring patterns to paper, putting in your seam allowances. Your chalk will come in handy as well, okay? So yeah, all right guys, down to business. The big announcement, guys. So you can actually pre-order for your sewing kits from me, but please know your sewing machine and iron is not among the pre-order. So you can actually get your pattern papers, your rulers, the curves, tracing wheels, all the pairs of scissors, the pack of pins, everything will be in your order box. So as it is, yeah, of course it's just one pencil. Let me just remove that so that we are clarified. Of course, it's one pencil. You'd even have, let me remove that. So you have 2 threads as well. So everything on here, as you're seeing it, will be included in your pre-order kit. Yes, guys, so this is your way of supporting this girl. If you want to support me, and also, let me just mention it, a whole lot of us have been asking for online classes. And by God's grace, we are going to be starting real soon, guys. Real soon, 2021. Okay, we are going to be starting a lot of lovely things, and I'm sure most of you are ready to take this sewing thing, this fashion designing thing to the next level. So this will show your commitment. This will show that you are ready to grab the bull by the horns. Okay, so if you're ready to change, to up your game, to live freehand, or to even know a little more about pattern drafting, please just pre-order for your sewing kits from me. I'm sure if you even go on other sites, maybe like Amazon, maybe like all these online sites, you even get it for more expensive than what I am giving to you. This will just be going for 15,000 naira, okay, and the equivalent in dollars, because I know some of you on here watch me, you're not in Nigeria, so the equivalent is right here. There's no shame to this thing, girl. There is no shame. So if you want to support me, you like my voice, you like my smile, even if you have all these kits but you just want to support this girl, just send in the cash. The WhatsApp number will be in my description box for you to order. Send your name, the address will be delivering to, and an account number will be provided for you to do your payment. And also, a bonus tip is that by the time our classes will start, those that pre-order this kit, you're going to get a full, you get a whooping discount from the online class when we begin. Okay, so yes, just compare the prices of all these things individually. Go even to different websites, you'll see that I am giving you for like a bonanza. Okay, so just to support this girl here, right? Yes, so thank you so much, guys. I am truly grateful. 2021 is going to be our year to do great things, yeah? And I'm sure your sewing level, your sewing game is going to go to the next level with me. Thank you for all the support, for the love, for the growth. I am truly grateful, guys. I am truly grateful. Okay, so till we see you again in our next tutorial, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also, like, subscribe, share, comment. If you have them, if you want to get them, just let me know, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Stay safe. God bless you. Bye. Kisses to you.